Alright guys, welcome back to Budget Card Breaks. Austin here. And as I let you guys know, I did get tickets for the Nationals, and I am primarily a sports card collector. But in the meantime, I'm going to be collecting Pokemon cards. I love Pokemon cards. I grew up collecting them. They were the kind of segue that brought me into sports cards. I started out with Pokemon and then got into sports as I got older. But it just brings a lot of nostalgia for me. And the thing about Pokemon is it's so much cheaper than sports cards. I want to save at least $4,000 for the national show. Just for it to really be. I mean, not worth it, but I just don't want to show up to the national show with like a couple $100. I just feel like it won't be worth it. You're buying those expensive tickets, the hotel. You might as well do the whole nine. And with the kind of money that I make, I literally have to start saving now to try to get that kind of money. But I kind of figured out a system. So every 2 weeks I get paid, and I'm allowing myself to spend $150 on raw Pokemon cards. I'm buying them off TCG Player. If you guys watched my previous videos, you saw I did a review on eBay, TCG Player, as well as Whatnot. And quality of cards, talking about near mint, mint. What did I find to have the most mintiest cards? And I found TCG Player did. If you stick to the sellers that there's sellers on there that have over 5,000 sales with 100% reviews. Those are the guys you want to buy from, because the ones with little sales, they might rip you off a little bit. But let's go over the cards that I got. There might be one more card. I'm pretty sure these are all the ones that I ordered. So the main set I'm trying to collect. I'm not trying to collect the whole set. I'm not really a set completionist. I usually just try to get all the hollows of a set. So Delta Species, I want to collect all the hollows. I just think they're so unique, and this is definitely my favorite Dragonite card. So sick. I picked this up for $70 in near mint condition. As you can see, of course, the most expensive card out of the lot ended up having the most problems with it. There's a little nick on the top right corner, as well as the bottom left corner, a little nickage right there. So I doubt it'll get a 10, but, you never know. I mean, the centering looks nice. So I got this Latios for $25. Nice raw. And what I didn't really realize about this set is that because I got back into Pokemon, 2020, I thought the reverse hollows were not nearly as good as the regular hollows. That's because that's how it is today. But it turns out the reverse hollows actually with the Delta Species set are actually kind of cooler. There's more shiny, and they also have the Delta Species written on it. So going forward, I might be picking up some reverse hollow foils just to kind of see what they look like in comparison. But nice Latios and a mint. All these cards I'm going to be using PSA probably. Maybe Beckett. I'd rather have them Beckett slabs, but probably gonna use PSA. Ninetales, personally one of my favorite Pokemon. I feel like this is the best Ninetales card that there is. Delta Species again. And I personally believe, the 2000 Wizards of the Coast cards, they've just kind of they're so popular and everyone knows about them. But these cards, only like real collectors that are really immersed in the hobby know about these cards. And they're rarer. And there's not first edition cards. Like, these are first editions. And that makes it easier to collect. That's one thing that annoys me about Wizards of the Coast is, you know, the same exact artwork. You get a Charizard Unlimited for $200, right? And the same exact artwork with a one buy it, they want 20 times that. It just makes no sense to me. I mean, if you're really about the artwork, a little one number shouldn't. So I really just don't like that about Pokemon. And the last, and actually this is one of my favorites, Legends. I think this is from Legends Awakened. It's a 2010 card, but there's multiple pretty cool cards in this set. The Hollow's not that strong in this set, but Espeon is definitely one of my favorite characters. Cool ass Pokemon. And again, all the cards that I'm picking up, they're supposed to be near mint. Okay, why is there like... Okay, they like taped it. That's weird. I'm not going to take it out. And then the last card. So I did pick up two more basketball cards because of the price. Kaboom. I know Jabari Parker, for people that know about sports. Apparently, he's like a Mexican star. He did not make it in the NBA. He got moved down to the G League, and I guess he plays for Mexico now and is like one of their best players. But it is a rookie card, and this is 2014-15. And as I looked more into Kaboom, I was really getting into the original 2013 set. That's when they first came out. But I was looking at the pop reports, and that actually has the largest pop reports out of all of them. And the smallest pop reports were the 2015, 2016, 2014 cards. So those 2 years, this was Excalibur, I believe, made these. Those were the 2 years, yeah, Excalibur made them. And those turn out to be the rarest ones. And I'm a lifelong Kaboom collector. If you guys see a lot of my Kaboom cards, like, if I wasn't trying to build sets and whatnot, Kaboom is one thing I am trying to build sets. Like, when I set up at card shows, I'm not going to have Kaboom cards, like, out because, I mean, I will have some out, but I'm going to have to make a really good profit for me to sell it because in my mind, I'm just going to rebuy it again. I really want... Kaboom's like it's my baby. I want to complete the sets for multiple years. I don't care what the player is. That's just one more Kaboom off the checklist. You know, I see Kabooms as like, let's say, 500 cards. I don't care who the player is. If it's a Kaboom card, that's one off the checklist, you know? And I think I'm around 38 Kabooms right now. Mind you, probably my most expensive Kaboom is probably about $650. Non-graded, of course. I've been grading a lot of them. Actually, probably more than like 3/4 of my Kabooms are actually being graded right now. So I actually don't have them in hand. But so I bought this, and I also I got this for like 100 and some bucks. So I had to pick it up. And who knows if it grades high, like a 9. Oh, got some scuffing right there. So, and right there. Wow, people suck at taking care of cards. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this is probably going to grade 8.5, but again, I'm not really a stickler on grades either. If you watch one of my old videos, I actually put him in one touches. I created a huge crease going along the card right where my finger is on about 5 different cards, and when that BGS grading return comes back, I have a feeling I will have the lowest graded Kaboom cards in existence because they're such deep cuts. The Kaboom cards will probably come back graded as 3s if I'm lucky, 4s. And I don't know. I've never seen any Kaboom cards graded that low. So that'll be a unique thing for my collection. Definitely won't be selling those cards. But I was pretty... I, for one, won't be putting any more Kaboom cards in one touches. This came in one touch, so I'll keep it in it. But in the future, I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, the main thing are these Pokemon cards, guys. Yeah, the holos on these Delta species are so cool, but this is what I'm going to be doing up until the Nationals in July. Is basically, I love Pokemon cards, guys, and it just doesn't... it's a cheaper hobby, and I feel like, basically, like, let's say I put all these cards into grade. If one of these gets a 10, I'll make, like, so much... only one of these cards need to get a 10, and... if these 3 got 9s or 8s, I would be looking great. Even no 10s. If all these got 9s, I would make a lot of money. So, that's kind of like a little hole that I've noticed in the Pokemon space. A lot of people are kind of ignoring these EX era cards. I label them from 2003 to about 2010. 2010 is an EX. It's like Legends Awakened and a couple other sets before that. But basically before X and Y starts. I don't get into the X and Y cards, but anything before X and Y, I'm definitely interested in collecting. But let me know what you guys think about these cards. Seeing the backs of them, do you think these have chances at 10s, 9s, 8s? I know I see all the time cards with clean backs get 8s and 7s. So, you know, if I send a lot of these raw cards in the future and I get a lot of 8s and 7s, I'll probably start just buying them graded, to be honest with you, because But we'll see what happens. So, overall, these are the cards I got in the mail. I'll be expecting a lot more Pokemon, which will probably make my fans a lot happier because I notice on my sports card videos I get about a tenth of the views of the Pokemon. So, a lot of Pokemon fans I got. So, be excited. I will have a lot more Pokemon cards coming your way. Let me know what you guys think. Austin out.